What's going on, you guys? This is Patrick, otherwise known as Scotty. I am a little under the weather, so if you hear me coughing and sniffling um, like that, just bear with me. I ended up getting sick last night. It's actually from work. My boss, my new lead, came into work sick, and despite him putting on the mask, he's still touching everything. So I think some of that bacteria or whatever virus or um, got into my system. I was blowing up hot last night. Could barely sleep. Um, and I am where I am now. So I wanted to do an update since I don't think I did one last week. So some stuff going on. So in terms of my life, I'm sick. So yay for me. Um, it's the cough that really sucks. I'm actually in the process of getting a new job. Hopefully, nobody from work sees this. But I've accepted an offer at another company making $10 more an hour. Um, I think a place where I think I would feel more valued. The current job is sucking the life out of me. I'm doing work that other departments are supposed to be doing. I'm getting more work dumped on me while other people who don't do anything have nothing happen to them. So I think a lot of people can relate to that. So I have a BS to pay meter. And so the more I make, the more BS I can tolerate. And the company has exceeded that. So I'm kind of grateful that I was able to find a company fairly close. It's about double the drive, but still about 30 minutes each way. So yeah, I am still working. I still go to school part-time for operations management. I do that online. So then let's hop over to the business quick. So I'm finalizing the commercial kitchen space. I was actually supposed to meet with them today, but since I was sick, or since I am sick, I didn't want to get them sick, so I asked to reschedule. Kind of stinks because I've been kind of waiting for this day for like 4 days. We scheduled this like 4 or 5 days ago. So it kind of stinks that I have to reschedule, but it is what it is. So, I would rather be cautious and not get other people sick and be considerate that way. Because at the end of the day, it's not a huge deal right now, but there is the possibility that I end up renting 2 kitchen spaces, mainly because I'm going to talk about this in a minute. Actually, I'll just save that for later. I'll explain why. So I applied, I have notes, so bear with me here because my brain is just not functioning correctly. So we did apply for more events in 2026 for the food truck. So, and there's gonna be a lot more. So a lot of applications are just starting to open up, or they will be opening up within the next month or month and a half. A lot of them really in February. So I've applied for 7 events in a nearby town. I don't want to say where just yet. I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch. So seven events at a particular city nearby, and I'm also looking at doing a couple more events in a major city nearby, and I'm trying to decide whether I want to try to get up on a Sunday market, or if I'm better off trying to find different various events. Either way, I was doing the count, and it's going to be somewhere at a minimum about 60 events, probably closer to 65, 70 events for the 2026 season. So it's gonna be a busy season, but you got to make your money when you can. So that's gonna run through October. I didn't even count into November or December because the food truck business is weather dependent. So I can't operate the truck in freezing weather because the water lines will freeze. So we're just gonna play it by ear, but we're looking at about 60, 65, maybe 70 events this year. Hopefully more next year, but kind of focusing on that right now. So, and then I was doing the math because I love math. I'm part Asian. Unfortunately, that's a stigma that we get. But I love math, and I was looking up the attendance at all these events that I'm applying to. So in the course of 1 year, we're looking at over 750,000 people that we will be exposed to. So that's people looking at our food truck, whether they buy it or not. That's not what I'm talking about. We'll get a fraction of that, but the exposure level is huge. So we're really looking forward to that. Kickstarter, still not doing well. We've had a lot of scammers try to scam us on there. And I know the game on Kickstarter. So right now we recently got a $1,500 backer on Kickstarter. Remember, the goal is only $10,000. So right now we need $8,500 to meet our goal. Now the backer seems to be legit. Looks like they've done well over double figures for backing events. So I'm not sure. I'm hoping they're legit. It'd be nice if we can raise the other $8,500. So if you can help, please go there, or you can actually go directly to our website, and there's a donations page if you would rather do it that way. But then I came up with a really great idea. So the guy that I'm purchasing the truck from, we've been kind of bouncing ideas, and I was telling him about this this idea that I had for selling advertising space on the food truck. So the food truck that I'm getting is kind of like a blank canvas. He's got a white vinyl wrap on it. So it's very bland, nothing. There's one logo on the side. So I want to get a custom wrap done. The problem is the cost. So everybody that I have spoken to wants like 14 grand, except for one company. They're give or take with overages, you're looking right around 10 grand, 8 to 10 grand. So I figured, how can I raise this money? Because it's impossible to get a loan. I've spoken to multiple people that are in this industry, and it's almost impossible to get a sizable loan. So I'm planning on selling advertising space. So I created 3 tiers. There's the Seoul Spotlight partner, the Seoul Signature partner, and the Seoul Elite partner. So the first sponsor, the Spotlight, is $2,500. And you're like, holy crap, that's a lot of money. But you remember, this is going to be a 5-year partnership. And that's because I do not intend on wrapping the truck every year, mainly because of the expense. And it's an unnecessary expense, I feel like, to just constantly rewrap the truck. But they're saying with a premium wrap, which is what a lot of the quotes I'm getting for, they're supposed to last between 3 and 7 years, on average of 5. So I'm kind of going on the 5-year. So it's a 5-year partnership. So if you divide, I multiplied. So I'm working and talking at the same time. So if you break that down, that's $500 a year. I would think that's doable. Unfortunately, I need that up front to help pay for the vinyl wrap. So because nobody's offering payment plans or anything like that. So yeah, it's a lot of money, $2,500, but once again, that's for 5 years. I'm gonna talk about the overall benefits after I get through the partnership. So you got the Seoul Signature partner, the next level, it's $5,000. So you're looking at $1,000 a year, which I feel, I think that's doable, considering the exposure. Once again, the exposure, and we're talking just physical exposure. We're not talking anything else. And then we have the $10,000 Seoul Elite partner. So that's top of the line. So the biggest thing with the Seoul Elite partnership is that you're gonna get a 12-inch, 1 foot tall logo in an exclusive location, probably close to the service window, in its own location. Whereas the other sponsors or the other partners will be kind of more in a different area altogether. The middle sponsorship, the signature, you're looking at like a 8-inch logo, and then the spotlight sponsor or partner is a 6-inch logo. All three partnerships will have logos on the front or on the main sides of the truck. The biggest difference is that with the elite partner, you'll also get an exclusive spot on the back of the truck so that people can see that logo if they're ever behind me when they're driving. So just more exposure. So once again, it's 750,000 approximately a year for exposure. So across 5 years, you're looking at 3.75 million people. And so, you figure $10,000 divided by 3.75 million, you're looking at it like it's not even a cent per person. You're looking at 300th of a cent. So it's 0.002, 0.01 would have been 1%. So we're talking about basically, well, if you round up, it's 3/10 of a cent per person. So if you break it down, I think it's a good idea. I think it's a good investment. So once again, these are 5-year partnerships, and then there's going to be some additional marketing throughout the entire season. So I plan on getting stickers to put on every single carryout container, and we're going to do a rotation of all of our partners. So like probably sponsored by or proudly partnered by, and then logo. So that'll go out on every item that we sell, that we can, that we plan on putting packaging for. We'll put their logos on the back of all of our staff shirts, so that while we're working, people can see. We'll have a special design for the front, whether it's just our logo, or if I want to do kind of a fun display on there, and then have the partners on the back. So one of the partners asked about or stated that what if they want to give out shirts, or if they want to give out pens and stuff like that. Be my guest. Like if you want to give stuff out to our customers, we'll be more than happy to hand that stuff out. Whatever we can do to help maximize the exposure, maximize the partnership. So that's what the giveaways, talking about giveaways. And then we can also work on some special events, like showing up to that partner's business, and then we can do like a food truck day, or like lunch or something. We'd have to figure all that stuff out, but then also giving opportunity for like photo ops for both of our sake, both the partner and for us. So trying to be creative, and I actually did upload this to our website. I don't know what's going on with our website here. I've been having nothing but issues today, with like stuff not working. Like I can't log into Instagram for some reason. I created a TikTok for Sweet Soul, and I just can't, like, it won't let me log in. It says I have an account, but then I can't log in. So it's just been a nightmare. But I do have our Facebook link, our LinkedIn link, and our YouTube link, which we have nobody subscribed there yet. So if you can support us over there, I will, once I get the Instagram and the TikTok links actually working, I will add that to the website. So, but I did add the food truck information on there about the sponsorship or the partnership, and I made a graphic using AI for the food truck. It's actually the actual food truck, which is kind of cool. And then I just had AI just create this, basically create some generic design. It's not really generic because it's downtown Milwaukee on the van, but it's gonna be somewhat like that. It's not exactly like that design, but it's gonna be something like that. So bear with me. And then so it's actually right under the heading, where it says, welcome to Sweet Soul, and then right below it is the you'll see the graphic of the truck, and then there's two buttons: advertise with Sweet Soul, and then donation. Donate here. That's for individuals. If you click on advertise with Sweet Soul, it'll actually take you to another page, and it gives you your three options. With the dollar amounts, and then people can either pay with a credit card if you purchase on the website, or if you scroll down just a little bit, it says please use this form below if you wish to pay with a check or a manual payment. So then you just fill that information out, pick which partnership level, and then you submit it, and then it's going to send you information on how to mail in your payment, or if you want to meet, that's fine too. So just different opportunities to try to raise money. So what happens if, let's say, I end up getting let's say I'm able to raise like $10,000, or let's say like I'm able to raise, excuse me, I'm able to raise like $30,000. Let's say 30. Let's just throw out a number, $30,000. Well, the portion of that will go towards paying for the food truck wrap, which will be about $10,000. So what happens to the remaining 20? 100% of that goes into the truck and the commercial kitchen space. So purchasing equipment, purchasing permits and licenses and insurance, because there's two types of insurance I need. I need general liability insurance and commercial auto insurance. Both are the liability insurance isn't expensive. The commercial auto insurance is fairly expensive. And then you've got permits, which I just found out is about $1,500 in the city of Racine. It's absolutely crazy, and that's not including the commercial kitchen space that I have to rent and the fees for that. And then if I also want to get a commercial kitchen space in another city like Oak Creek, I have to get another food permit for that kitchen. So that's going to be about another $500 or more. So kind of working on, so that's going to pay for that. It's also going to pay for me hiring. I'm guessing I'm probably going to need 2 part-time workers, possibly turn them into full-time sooner than later. So I'm working on that. I'm trying to figure out what to do. I'm trying to figure out how much I want to pay. So, and then kind of when I'm going to need them. So we'll see. I do want to pay a little bit above market rate. So like $18, $20 an hour plus whatever tips comes in. They'll get to split that amongst themselves. I don't plan on keeping those as the owner. I don't think that's fair. But I probably won't open up any hiring till mid-March maybe. And I really just want to hire 2 of the best all-stars I can get. People that are going to really be bubbly. Someone that can help me in the kitchen, but can also do stuff on the truck, in terms of being able to talk with customers, and in case we need help at the window. I definitely want somebody at the window, specifically someone that can help me in the kitchen, but also work the window, be friendly. I don't care if it's a male or a female, whatever. It doesn't bother me. I just want somebody that's going to be fun and that's going to really engage with our customers. So that's coming up. That's kind of where we're at. So I'm really trying to push for this food truck wrap partnership. It's mainly because I need to have businesses lined up by May 1st, or not May 1st, March 1st. And that's because it's going to take a couple weeks to get the truck wrapped, and that's if they're not backed up. So it could take a month for all we know. So I want them to do it right, and that way gives plenty of time leading up to our May of hard launch, the first weekend of May, which that's been finalized. I am going to be part of Kenosha Harbor Market. So that's been finalized. I signed the contract. I'm just waiting on all the other ones. So that's where we're at. Please visit our website. It's sweetsoulfood.com. From there, you can see our links to various social medias. If you want to sign up for stuff, if you want to donate, you can find you can contact me on there. We have a couple forms. The email address is listed on there. So anything you can do to help would be greatly appreciated. If you own a business and you want to help, and you want to partner with me for the next 5 years, and potentially you guys make some money off of it, that'd be fantastic. Let's work together. Let's partner together and create a couple successful businesses. So I'm gonna go eat something and then just rest for the rest of the day as I'm recovering from my sickness. So you guys have a great day, and then hopefully I'll have an update for you guys after Tuesday, because I actually have a meeting with a business owner on Tuesday afternoon about the food truck wrap. So hopefully we can come to some sort of agreement, and that'll kind of kickstart everything. So you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys later.